Good Monday morning to everyone all over the country and maybe in other countries as well. Today is Monday, September 19th, 2022. Welcome to our Live Younger Monday morning chat, which we love to call the Monday morning miracle call. But we all know that this is science. We have the science, we have the studies, we have the double blind, placebo controlled studies, and lots of research showing the efficacy and the proof that these patches really do what we say they do. And this is our chance to come together and share our excitement of our stories, our testimonials, as well as questions. And the beautiful thing about our community is that we are a treasure trove. We have so many wise people. We have experienced leaders on this call. We have people who have been with LifeWave for years and some that have been here for only a few weeks, and we welcome everyone. And it's a chance for us to share like a community roundtable. And many of us, many minds and much good advice here. So I don't have all the answers. I'm hosting these calls. My name is Michelle Niels. And I co-host with Karen O'Neill, and I'm in Fort Collins, Colorado. And we meet every Monday morning for about a half an hour. For those of you who are new, I want to just go over the little disclaimer about our LifeWave products, because we want to remain compliant and stay in business for the rest of our lives and beyond, into our children and grandchildren's lives, right? So in order to do that, we have to remain compliant. And that is a very simple, sometimes not so simple task. But when we share our stories or ask our questions, please do not name disease names, because the LifeWave products do not claim to prevent, treat, cure, mitigate any disease or disease condition. So let's stick with symptoms only. And this is a chance for us to all share, and everyone is welcome. Even if you've shared a story before, there's probably people on this call that haven't heard it. So just for the newbies, I want to point out that at the bottom of your screen, there is a reaction button. And if you click on that, and then there's a place to raise your hand. And it's a lot easier for me as the host to see hands raised. And please don't lower your hand while you're speaking, because I like to be able to see you on the screen. And if you lower your hand, your box moves somewhere on the screen. And so just wait till you're done speaking, and then you can lower your hand. So, gosh, I keep looking at Carolee's picture. I'm just so fun. It's so beaming. Carolee, you're just precious. So welcome, everyone. I am so happy to see you. And we're just going to open this up. And I'm sure there's some stories and questions. And remember, sometimes you're a little shy, and then as the call gets on, you're like, oh, I want to speak, and then it gets to the end of the call. So please don't be shy. We want to welcome you. And if you're brand new, if this is your first time on one of these calls, we would love to welcome you. So if you're comfortable, raise your hand and tell us who you are and where you're calling from. And we would love to give you our Live Younger heartfelt community welcome. So who would like to start and kick this call off on this beautiful Monday? We have Anne and then Heidi. All right, so Anne, go ahead and unmute.
Sure. So over the weekend, we had a brunch, and there was a gentleman there who shared his powerful story, and I wanted to share it this morning. He shared how he had been in pain for 30 years. He said he has seen so many different providers and practitioners, and he's tried many different things. He got on the medications. He knew it was addictive. He got off of those, but he's been living in pain for a very long time. And so he tells us how he would do something in the yard and he would end up in the house curled in a fetal position for sometimes up to a week. That's how bad it was. And so he ended up getting patched by one of our brand partners, Shannon Babcock. And when Shannon patched him, he went home. He worked all week long in the yard. He used IceWave, Eon, and X30, obviously X39, always X39. And he said, I literally worked in the yard and I had no pain whatsoever, none. He said, I am blown away and shocked after 30 years of experiencing this amount of discomfort.
And about how old was this gentleman?
I never asked him, but he looked like he might have been in his 50s, early
Okay.
50s, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
30 years of pain. Oh my goodness. You guys, we have such a gift here. And it reminds me of what Danelle Delgado, that one of the speakers at the convention, said. You know, we have like a beautiful responsibility to share these patches. And who are we to say, you deserve to live, you don't. You deserve to live better and healthier, you don't. So we just share. That's a beautiful story. Thank you, Anne, for kicking us off. Okay, Heidi, you are next. Please unmute.
Good morning, Michelle Niels and Live Younger community. I have a quick testimonial regarding a new patch that I had never tried before until yesterday morning at 11 a.m. I received in the mail probably a week before the SP6 complete sleeve of 30 patches, and I had never watched a video. I had never done anything to explore the reasons why I would want to possibly wear it. And so I watched a quick 10-minute video by Nancy Flaherty. I can't remember which YouTube channel it was on. Nonetheless, she's has a doctorate in something great. I don't remember that either, but I put it on my just below, 4 fingers below my left knee, and I walked into Costco to buy my treat for my 52nd birthday next week. And can I tell you, I walked past every single one of the sample settings, meaning I did not have a craving for any of those samples. So I thought that was really strange that it would immediately take effect and I would not have a craving for Costco samples. So there's my testimony.
Who can pass up Costco samples? Oh my goodness. We should be standing at the entrance to Costco with SP6. Hey, everybody, put this on before you walk in. Well, what day is your birthday, Heidi?
It's next Monday.
Oh,
I'll be 52. And what's interesting is I couldn't figure out what to buy for my treat because I literally have been off sugar for about 18 months at least. So but I did have some tiramisu at convention, so that broke my record.
18 months minus a day, right?
Right.
Oh, good for you, Heidi. Yes, I've noticed the same with SP6. It really does kill the cravings. And as most of us probably know, sugar is I've read somewhere sugar is as addictive as cocaine. I've obviously never done that one, but it lights up the same center in the brain or something. It's super addicting. So yeah, the best.
But of course, I was wearing all of my other 5 patches that day as well. So I mean, I had my X39, my X49, I had my Nirvana, and my Alavita. So that was the 5th patch I was wearing that day. Well, actually, it wasn't because 6. I woke up and I take off my Silent Night. So I'm at 6 months to this month of being with LifeWave. So I told myself when I signed up as a brand partner, I said I'm going to try a patch a month, and I cheated by skipping a month and trying a SP6 yesterday. So that was a month early.
Wonderful story. Thank you, Heidi. All right, Sunshower, you're next.
Good morning, everybody. I just first want to thank everybody for whatever prayers they've sent out, because I've had this weird intestinal thing going on for like 3 weeks, and wasn't able to move or participate in much of anything. But I am recouping, and I know I talked with Anne Moreau, and she helped me with some ideas, which is why I have glutathione on every day now. That's really helping. Right now, I just wanted to mention too that I am recovering and I'm starting to speak with folks again, and little miracles are happening. I just have to say I have 2 lovely guests on today, 2 separate guests, and a brand partner who has never been to this call before is here. And I'm putting her on the spot because I'd love for her to tell her stories, because she has an immune issue. Oh, I never know the right words to say, autoimmune issue that she's dealt with for, I think, 23 years. And Jody, are you willing to say something to our group today? Can you guys see Jody?
Yes, I can see
Macy's-
Jody. Hi, Jody. Welcome.
Hello.
Are you comfortable sharing?
I can share a little bit, yeah. The first time I got the X39, I didn't know what to do. I called Sun Shower and she called her upline and they were helping me, and it was 4:30 at night, and I was like, I really don't want to put it on because you're only supposed to have it on for 12 hours. They said, don't worry about it. It'll be okay. It's your first one. And that night when I went to bed, I always turn sound on my tablet, and I have vision problems, and I had no problem seeing that night. I actually had to pull my tablet away because it was too close. And I've also had a lot of experiences with it. I have leg spasms, which when I'm not wearing an X39 is worse. My leg just bounces like crazy. I try to sleep Silent Night one. I have trouble sleeping at night. I tried the Silent Night one and I couldn't even get my pajamas on after I put it on. I was about out.
Knockout drops.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's wonderful. Jody, you've only been using the patches for how long?
About 3 months.
Okay. Beautiful. So you have some autoimmune thing that affects your eyes. That you were saying that's why you're
Yeah, it actually affects my whole body, but yeah.
okay. Okay. Wow. How beautiful. Oh, this must give you a lot of hope.
Yes.
You can start to live a much better life and
I'm hoping.
happier. What's that?
I'm hoping.
Yes. Well, it sounds like you're on the right track and you've already seen some beautiful changes. So hang in there, Jody. And you have a lot of support. Okay. Your upline and the resources we have. Are you a brand partner or customer? Or are you a customer?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Sunshower says yes. Okay. Well, there's lots and lots of resources. We're here for you, Jody. And if your upline can't help you, then they will get you to someone that can. So any questions you have, they're all welcome. And we're here. We're a family. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy to have you. Okay, Kay, you're next.
Well, good morning, everyone. I just wanted to add a few things about SP6 Complete because it's my favorite patch. First of all, we've had people who are insulin dependent and they find that their blood sugar stays much more steady and in some cases they've been able to lower or eliminate their insulin. And so that's why it helps so much with cravings, because it really helps control your blood sugar, whether you have low blood sugar or high blood sugar. And also I had such tremendous results with hot flashes. And I know there have to be people out there other ladies who suffer with this. I suffered for 5 years after they took my natural hormones away because of breast cancer. And I was waking up every hour on the hour with hot flashes all night long for 5 years. I would say it took about 6 weeks to gradually, first I could sleep for 2 hours and then 3 hours. And now I don't have any hot flashes at all during the night. So I wanted to share my fun ideas for SP6 because I love that patch. Thank you.
Thank you, Kay. I just wanted to say something since I have everyone here. I just got a text from someone in my downline who said no call this morning. I'm sure many of you noticed that we didn't get a reminder. And I just want to say to everyone, there's only 54 of us and normally we have closer to 100. So these calls happen. Unless it's a holiday, we happen. We are here every Monday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific. So if you don't get a reminder, it's just a glitch in the system. Please you know, go with the default that we have a call. We didn't have one on Labor Day, you know, holidays, no, but otherwise we are here every single Monday. So thank you.
Michelle,
Yeah.
this is Liz.
Hi, Liz.
And we had a little hiccup with our texting platform this morning. So I'm working on getting that resolved so that tonight's will go out and the rest of the weeks will be fine.
Thank you, Liz. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. And if any of you, by the way, I'm hosting, it's a little hard for me to, but I did just respond to one of my people and say, no, we're here. So if any of you on here are noticing that your team isn't here, go ahead and send them a text. Say, we are here, we are live, we're going. And it's, we have 15 minutes left. So tell them to join us, you guys. Okay, Diane and then Ria. So go ahead and unmute, Diane. Uh-oh, can't hear you, Diane. Huh. Looks like I don't see the mute button.
Now
but
you can hear me, right?
yes, you are
When my
on.
speaker is on, it doesn't let me speak. So,
Okay.
I just want to let you know that this weekend I did a breast cancer awareness event at a horse facility. And so I carried my AccuLife patches and I carried my X39s. And a lot of people came up and said, okay, I don't have a horse, but what do you have for humans? So I made a lot of really, really good contacts. There were other practitioners there who did red light therapy and used acupressure. So I made some wonderful contacts with them because they're interested in using our patches. And I signed up a silver and a bronze. And it was a great weekend. And I had never done a horse event before, so it was a learning experience, but we had a great time. And I just wanted to share that with you guys.
That is so fun. Thank you, Diane. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember who it is. Is it Carolee that goes to gun shows and shares our patches? So yeah, that's awesome. Do you have anything for humans? I don't have a horse. That's interesting that people that don't have horses were at a horse show. I don't know. Maybe they just like horses, right?
It was a breast cancer awareness.
Oh,
So there was someone there doing the breast cancer scans, and it was for Go Gen Go, which is a group that supports breast cancer survivors. So you had just all kind of people there, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to share what we have, and just excellent response. So I was excited about it.
very good. Thank you, Diane. That's great. I can tell you were excited and still are. All right, we have Ria. Am I saying your name correctly? And by the way, you're muted. You're still muted. You're still muted. Ria or Rhea?
It's Rhea,
Rhea. Hi, Rhea. Okay.
and I live on the Central Oregon coast. And I have mentioned this before. There's two things. When I first started using the patches a little over a year ago, I got into it because of my back problems. But what I found out and didn't even think about was at that point in time, I was losing my cognitive functions. And it was like, it was going fast. I put that X39 on, and the next day, the brain fog was gone. After that, my cognitive functions have come back, not complete to normal, or what I maybe even a bit hoping will even be better, but I have gotten my life back. That's the biggie. The pain in my back is doing pretty well. And I just realized recently, I started using the X49 the minute it came out, as soon as I could get one. And at that time, I made a mark on my door sill in my kitchen at what my height was. At my full height, I was 5'2½". The last time I was measured was about a year and a half or so ago, and I was 5'1¼ .
What?
I had shrunk. I'm 80 years old. I just had my 80th birthday.
Uh-huh.
So X49 came out, what, October last year?
Anyway,
I don't remember. Maybe
But-
someone else does.
3 weeks ago, I measured again, and the mark was about 1 inch above the previous mark. So I am having growing pains now. I
Oh
have
my
actually-
gosh. Woo!
I've
Everyone's
actually
clapping.
regained an inch of height. So I know that a lot of my back pain now is from healing. The discs in my spine are now beginning to expand.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yes.
And so I am experiencing healing pains. I have
It's like you're,
I have growing pains.
I was going to say, you're a kid again. You're having growing pains. Oh, that's beautiful.
So I hope, if nothing else, just having my cognitive functions back has it just changed my life.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rhea. We celebrate with you, my dear. Yay. 80 years young, we're age reversing.
Yes, thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right, we have Adele. Or Adele, did you lower your hand? I'm not sure, you went away. Adele, are you here? All right, maybe we have Kay again. Okay.
I'm not trying to take this over, but since you don't have anyone else waiting, I thought I would just say, as an 80-year-old, Rhea, I just had my 80th birthday as well, that I started X49 the day we were able to get it. And I have gotten so much more muscular strength. I've gone from 10 crunches a day was all I could do. This morning I did 90. And so I think part of what's happening with Rhea is she's gaining muscle because I've gained so much muscle. And so she's probably standing up straighter because we shrink in height as we hunch over and lose muscle strength as we're aging. So I just wanted to share that.
Yes, that's beautiful, Kay. That's exactly right. Yep, muscular strength. My goodness, Kay, you're blowing everybody out of the water. 90 crunches. Okay. I just got a message that Christina Holly is trying to raise her hand. I don't see you on the screen, Christina. She's trying to raise her hand and is not able to. So Christina, I think you're probably just on your phone. Maybe we don't see your picture. Would you like?
This is Christina Merrill, or Christina Holly's mother, okay? And
Oh.
I'm 83 and I'm wearing the X39 and the X49. And the other day I was thinking, I don't feel like I'm 80. I wonder how old I am. So I kept thinking and I thought 70, no, 60, no, 50, yes. Honestly, I do. I feel like I'm 50 anymore. Because I
Pick a number. Pick a number.
Energy.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Christina, that's beautiful.
Isn't it wonderful?
Hi, you two, mother and daughter. So you have the same name? You're both Christina?
No, her name's Margie.
Oh, Margie. Okay, Margie. Margie is Christina's mom.
Yes.
Sorry
80
about that, Michelle.
She's 50. She's 50. She is
I'm 50. You bet.
I told her she's younger than me.
Yeah, we're talking some Ripley's Believe It or Not, Lifeway.
That's right.
Yeah, my mom is younger than I am. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what, that's what Lifeway patches can do for you.
yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right. And she patches up every night and every morning. She's really good about patching.
Never have a problem showing.
Oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you. Beautiful.
Thank you for having us on.
Okay, Linda and then Christina Clark.
Hi, so thank you guys for inviting me to these calls. They're so great. I want to ask Rhea something. You said you're using the X39 to improve cognitive function. How long before you noticed a difference?
Almost, it took maybe 1 day, 2 days
Whoa.
most.
Because I've reached out to someone in a class that I'm in an EFT tapping class, And this one woman shared that her partner has now been diagnosed with dementia, and she's so distraught at having that kind of responsibility. And I don't know her, but I reached out to her anyway. And I just mentioned, you know, this amazing breakthrough technology of affordable stem cell work. And I want to give her a testimonial, and yours was brilliant. So when this replay comes out, I'm going to send it to her.
I can't shut up sometimes.
Don't shut up. This is so awesome.
Now, if it makes my hair grow thin.
Linda, I just want to give you a little coaching. You used it.
I did.
Okay. You used a diagnosis, and Rhea was really good in her example of, you know, my cognitive function wasn't what it used to be. So we just use symptoms, okay?
Yes.
So just so
Thank
that
you.
we stay compliant. So just a
Got it.
reminder.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep,
I'll get better.
You're welcome. Okay, Christina Clark.
Okay, you guys, so I have two really quick. My friend who lives in South Dakota let me send her patches, and she decided she was gonna put them where her pancreas is. I heard it on a Dr. Nicholas call, so she went and looked it up and put it on her back for blood sugar issues, and she tracked her blood sugar for 7 days. And from day 1 to day 7, just putting the X39 on the lower part of her back to the left of her spine, she dropped 47 points in her blood sugar. And so that's where she's patching from now on. And then I have another girl that started the patches on Sunday. And she actually sent me a message. She's in California, I'm in Virginia. So she sent me a message and she goes, it's only hour 11 and she's disabled and she's in a wheelchair. And so she has a bodysuit that she has to wear. It's like a vest that helps them to help her to get up and get back in the wheelchair. So she said that it always bothers her. It needs to be adjusted. It hurts her every day. And so she goes, it's only hour 11 and my body jacket hasn't needed to be adjusted and it's not hurting me for the first time in a really long time. And it's old and needs to be replaced. And she goes, we'll see what tomorrow brings. She was like, I gave 10 of my patches away to somebody that's in a lot of pain. And I was like, do you want to learn how to save your patches and share? And she was like, yeah. So I said, well, you could either be a customer referring customers or you could be a brand partner. Which one sounds better to you? You choose. And she was like, can we get on the phone? I'd like to be a brand partner. So I'm like, yeah. Just been through 2 days yet. And she was already like, I think I want to share this. So it's amazing.
Oh, beautiful, Christina. Now, I know a question popped in my mind, and I'm sure many others. You say the lower back to the left of the spine was to help with the blood sugar issue. The lower back.
So my friend looked up, I heard Dr. Nicholas had somebody on, and they were talking about blood sugar issues, and he said, put it directly over the pancreas, but he didn't specify, and I don't know how to get his recordings or whatever. So I just reached out to her through Marco Polo and I was like, hey, you need to put it over your pancreas. And she was like, where is that? I was like, I don't know, do some research. So she gets on Marco Polo showing me a diagram on her computer and she goes, I think it's behind the stomach and it looks like it would be closer to my back. So she went ahead and just put it, I mean, you can look it up. It's right behind the stomach. So above the belly button to the left. So she just, she felt, so that's where she put it, to the left of the spine, above where your pants would be, is what she said to me.
Okay.
Just the X39, that's the only thing she uses.
X39, okay, for those blood sugar balance issues. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. We are at the bottom of the hour, everybody, and our wonderful grand poobah, Gregory, just popped back on. Hello, Gregory. So we're going to turn it over to Gregory and perhaps Robin and to talk about tonight's call. This has been what we call a juicy call this morning. Thank you everyone for sharing. I do want to repeat what I said about 15 minutes ago. For those of you who just popped on, we have a rather low number of participants today because the reminder text did not go out. But I want to tell those of you who didn't hear me earlier that these calls happen every single Monday without fail, whether you get a text reminder or not. Sometimes there's a glitch and it doesn't go through. The only times we don't meet on Mondays is if it's a holiday, like Labor Day, Memorial Day, etc. So just plan on being here. And if you get on one of these calls and your team is not here, pick up your phone, text your people and say, we're having a call. We want as many of us on these calls as possible because we have too much good news and we need to have many more ears hearing them. So, all right, Gregory, you are on. Turn it over. You need to unmute. Can't hear you, Gregory.
Okay, well, thank you, Michelle. What a great job you do. Such a shining light you are in our community. And thank you everyone for sharing your loving, wonderful stories. I mean, I'm just sitting here smiling ear to ear every Monday morning. I just love these calls. What a great way to start our week together. And what a great work and service we're in together with LifeWave. We're changing and helping people's lives all over the world. So very excited. So Monday evening, we have our regular Monday evening community call. We have a new director we're going to be introducing that, you know, and as people are moving through the ranks, they like to share some tips and strategies. So we'll learn a little bit. Excuse me. Oh, from the Philippines. So we have a new director in the Philippines and we have someone knocking at our door. So that's our dog alarm. So I guess we'll just kind of invite everyone to unmute themselves and we'll bring this call to a close and you're welcome to bid your farewell for the day. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Love you, Olivia.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much for this call. It's awesome.
Bye, Christina. Thanks
Can't
for
wait
driving
to
in.
share this call. It was amazing. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great week.
Thanks for
You too.
everything.